Introduce yourself.
No,
to the people that are listening. I said no, you know. What
First person to say no.
Yeah, it's Ibrahim Kamara. Yeah.
Ibrahim Kamara, what you do?
What you doing,
What you do?
Who are you, man? What you doing?
What you do?
Founder, editor-in-chief of Guap magazine.
And what?
What is Guap?
There you go.
You don't sound like.
What do you want me to say?
You're
You ask
passionate
the
about
questions,
No, but I said that. Tell them that.
You want me to do your job?
If someone comes to me and says, so Farda Gee, what do you do? Man's on a present. Oh, you get me? I want Locked Online Radio every Friday. Talks with G show. Yeah, man. I came and one Guap. Come on, I know. Come on.
What is it?
That's
actually how I would do it, though. That's how I actually.
That's what I'm saying. I know there's energy. I know you got energy, so don't try.
My name is Ibrahim Kamara.
There you go.
Co-founder, editor-in-chief of Guap magazine.
Alright.
Guap magazine is the world's first video magazine, and we're a revolutionary platform dedicated to discovering emerging talent within music, fashion, arts, and business. Is that good enough?
Yeah, I like that. That was a bit better still. That was a bit better. Listen, the reason why, is because I know you got energy, man.
I've got energy.
I know you got energy.
I live a busy
but
life.
I'll get out of you. No, I'll get out of you today, trust me. Because like I said to all my guests, like you know about OTS challenge, right? Yeah?
Yeah.
So what's your views on that? You think you're ready for that?
I don't know.
Alright, that's cool.
I don't talk too much.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear, man. You just wait till the challenge comes, and you deal with it then. Alright, keeping it silent. So make sure you stay around for that. But yeah, man, let's start off on the first subject. Again, it's more of a subject that I relevantly talk about. It's what advice would you give to somebody that's trying to chase their dreams, but at the same time trying to juggle like everyday life and financial?
What advice would I give? I'd say prioritize your time. You have to become a master of balancing.
But balance is hard. Balance is. I met in one of my videos I was talking about balance, and I think only a couple of them things there I've been able to conquer. The rest are still a challenge. So I'm talking about. So say for instance, let me give you an example. If somebody was in a place where they was down and they lost all self-belief, but they felt like they had something, they was onto something. What goals would you? Not goals. What kind of advice would you give them to overcome their stresses, overcome like the financial faults when they're trying to tackle their dreams?
I don't come from a thing of like focusing on money, so
you don't.
Nah, like.
So that's what I'm saying. So you're saying to them that you don't need money.
No, you need money, but if you focus on value and giving value to the world, money will come.
Okay.
You might not believe it, but I've done it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of hard to believe. That's what I'm saying. That's okay, because it's like I'm taking it in, but it's kind of hard for someone in my situation to say like, "Raw, I can freelance." And
I'm not telling you to freelance. We all have to do what we have to do. If you have to. But
then say for instance that's what I'm saying. A lot of people when they start a business, or they start a venture, they want to be a cameraman, they want to have their own studio. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying finance is the main thing, but that always comes up. And sometimes that's people's downfall, and they let that hold them back. Yeah, but that's them. That's that's their mentality holding them back. What kind of so in your journey you haven't come to those stages? Yeah, of course I have, but my mentality was different. Me not having money doesn't mean I can't do anything. Yeah, it's a strong statement. It's a strong statement because some people wouldn't understand it from your point of view. You know, but I didn't get here like overnight. I've been grinding for like 3 years. Only this year I started making proper money. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not a thing, but I focused on what I was putting out, and now that I make money. But I've never seen me not having money equaling I can't do nothing. Yeah, so if you think like that, that's a problem. That's your mentality. But that's what I'm saying. That again, for me, shows me that you are a strong person, because obviously you then have to tackle all of the setbacks while starting that journey to where you are now.
Yeah.
And that's why I respect where you're coming from. I'm just saying, for the people that are out here that may be listening and thinking, well, I don't agree with what Ibrahim's saying. It is true though. Everyone's got different mentality, everyone's got different strive.
You don't have to agree with me. Like, if you read and like you take in knowledge on a daily basis, you will know what I'm saying is true.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I haven't read anything.
When was the last time you read something? Wow.
Secondary school.
Like what? It don't even have to. It don't even have to be reading. It could be like taking in documentaries. But
yeah,
if you are like trying to be successful, you can't be successful and not try and like replicate or try and get your mindset in the same way that they're successful. So if you are thinking like that, you definitely have not thought or studied the greats, because the greats have always tried to make stuff regardless of how much money they have
come back from it.
So if you don't feel like that, then you're not ready, innit? Like,
it's good advice. That is good advice. So yeah, let's move on for that one. That one's a good one still, because a lot of people would cater to other people's mind state, but you've given an opinion from your own, and you believe that. Correct me if I'm wrong, that you believe that if you're not able to think about chasing your dreams or get through them hard days before you get to the end, without thinking about money or having money, then you ain't ready.
Yeah, that's like
for that venture.
In this day and age, money cannot be the thing that holds you back, especially living in the West and having internet. Like, if
that luxury.
But there's libraries. Like, no one living in London can complain about or not chase their dreams. Like, if you don't chase your dream, that's your fault. Because if there's people in like Africa that can build shit and they don't have everything, what excuses do we have? And we get free education. We have the internet. We have free libraries. Like, if you want it, you'll go get it. Like, my little brother's 14 years old. Yeah, he's been animating since January, and now he charges like, let's say, £200 a video. And he started in January, and he taught himself from YouTube, and he's 14. But people our age won't
even think about
effort is long, then you don't want it. You don't want to get it. So like,
man ain't got time still.
I like that one still.
No, it's just like, it's not even a thing. It's just the truth. That
no, it is the truth.
I put the thing up today. Like, bare people want to be successful, but don't want to work like they're successful.
I like. Yeah. I don't know what you call those. Is it like memes or like caption
quotes?
Yeah, quotes.
Yeah.
When you put those up, no, because like obviously, you might say to someone, "Oh yeah, I saw a quote on his page the other day," and they might be going through his pictures and thinking I'm talking about caption, especially in the era that we're in now. Do you get what I'm saying? So I didn't know what the actual name of the picture with the good words in there, because I see you did a little pattern on your. I'm a troll, innit? Like, before I interview people, I try to get to know what you're up to. Like recently, I've been following you since you started Go Up, innit? But to update myself, that's what I'm saying. I've been following you. You get me? So. It's like, raw. I try to update myself, and I see the little quotes, and I like those ones. They're powerful. Do you know what I'm saying? They have, if you understand it, then that means you've already gone through that. So, like, back to the starting the business. What made you? Again, like when you said you have to be ready. What made you start? What, like one day you woke up and you just thought, "Wow, I'm gonna start."
I just want to make magazine.
Again, like you just said, we went to school together. Like.
I never would have thought that.
Yeah, I knew something creative.
I would have necessarily.
Like, one of my next questions as well, he does talks as well, innit? So like, when I'm seeing you do these talks as well, I'm just thinking, raw man, you're doing bits like you've managed to find that inner person in yourself. You get what I'm saying? That, like you said earlier, is a struggle for a lot of people our age and younger, maybe, and older as well. Actually, shockingly, the ones that have been like, they didn't have the luxuries, because we may have internet and that now, but remember the internet has exposed. The internet has exposed our generation. Definitely. Whereas for them, everything was word of mouth and etc. So again, what made you want to start what?
Well, me and my business partner, we went same uni, and then we done an event called the Af Party in uni.
The uni time.
And then that was like a complete flop. Like, we lost like 8k or something in the night. But during that whole process, we realised we worked good together. So then we was like, we want to do something else, and then we said we want to make something inspirational for students, and then we said we was going to make a video magazine, because none of us liked writing, and I had a camera. So we just so we're gonna go around and interview people with like videos. And we said we kind of just wanted to. We felt like the other black media platforms that are from like London are all about music, and we kind of said by just showing like rappers, that's all you're showing people to aspire to be like. So we kind of said we want to show the managers, the A&Rs,
every
sort of creative, so like we can have like tangible role models to look up to. That was the basis, but it would have been on talent and nothing else, not numbers, just people who we believe in and who we think they're doing sick things, and we just took that. And
the weird thing is, I was saying that to you earlier as well. Like, that is what's going on. It's mad. Like, people looking up to rappers, and obviously that's the scene that's blowing up right now.
Yeah.
I have spoken about that previously in shows before as well. And it's just where you show all parts. It shows them, you can be successful in any part of music. It's not just if I want to do music, I have to be a rapper.
It's like literally
I have to be a singer.
Literally anything creative. Like.
And even if you do get to that point, you got good vocals, something happens, you can then still go further in music. Do you know what I'm saying? There's other lanes. It's not just one lane. Even in right now, in the studio, there's not just one lane here. Do you get what I'm saying?
So that's why we started.
But didn't like after the rave, like, how did you like? That's mad. So from that, you just.
I would have been vexed.
I'm
not even.
The comeback, like, how did this feel like? Because even when you started, you had a launch party. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so like I said, I read a lot, and every entrepreneur has had a flop. So that was our flop.
That's a mad thing.
It's just like everything is just perspective. Like, something can happen.
You have to go through it to feel it, innit? Like, where I haven't gone through that, I just know if I did go through that, it's just like, right, man.
Yeah,
it's a mad thing. I'll come back, but I'm saying, like, it would hurt me a lot still. Like, I would learn that lesson, but it would hurt me a lot. I've been riding that bird.
Well, it shouldn't hurt you, because it makes you who you are today. So if you didn't go through that, part of you wouldn't be who you are today.
Again, like I said, because I haven't gone through it.
You've probably taken L's, bro.
Yeah, I have hella L's.
Yeah, you probably saved.
Random parking tickets out there, and them ticket inspectors.
Pay them enough money.
Enough monies. The stress of my life. Yeah, moving on to the whole music thing. Do you think, like, music, like, we already did say that it does kind of inspire the youth and stuff like that, but in the avenue that you're in, do you feel like you prefer to work with musicians, or like I see you do what do they call them? Like kind of blogs, innit? Like
bloggers.
Yeah, bloggers. Yeah, you got bloggers on your on your web. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like when you went out there to do Go Up magazine, like you said, everyone else did music. Like at your first launch party, you had artists. Do you get what I'm saying? Music artists and stuff like that. At your last one that I went to, you had music. Well, majority of them you had artists performing. Yeah. But like from the first one compared to the last one, you've got that strong music continuous. But that's what people might get to know you for. Do you get what I'm saying? Because that's what people are paying attention to. So it's like when you came into the idea of venturing out, doing blogs and everything, how did you grasp that? Like networking with people outside of the circle that you're in already, like the music circle.
Literally just went to. We literally just went to like all the creative events, and we just used to challenge each other and say we're not leaving this room until we speak to everyone. And we would go around and show people the prototype of the magazine, and literally just done what we would literally go up to people and just show them. And then let's say we picked someone we interviewed, we'd do a picture with them. When we've done a picture with them, their audience now taps into Go Up, and then we'll find someone else and then do the same thing, and it was just like. But yeah,
networking, innit?
Yeah, it was just networking, really just like getting in the scene that we want to be in.
And yeah, what scene is that?
It's a creative scene. That is the creative community of London.
And
so that's like photographers, stylists, videographers, photographers, A&Rs, managers, visual artists, artists, like literally
any
sort of creative.
So that mix of media, isn't it?
No,
was that arts?
Like it's music, fashion, arts, and business.
Okay.
So within anything within those. Hey, hard mixing though. The way it's funny.
Hey, this he always gets carried away. More fire! Can't help it. Listen. So, like, I thought I'd switch it up today, yeah? Tuesday, people forget. I ain't seen much people mention or talk about Black History Month, innit? Yeah? So, I thought I'd switch it up before we get to the OTS challenge.
Do something for Black History Month.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's what I thought, man. So, because you were talking about the creative community and stuff like that, and when people of our ethnicity didn't have as much power and freeness as they do now, like it was much more of a struggle to get known or get established. So I just wanted to state out, like, well, I wanted you to state out a few Black people. Well, I wouldn't say entrepreneurs.
If I say names, no one.
This is what I'm saying. Educate me, educate the listeners. Cause today I went and scrolled through a couple, still like just the history. Cause I'm not gonna lie, since, as I said, I ain't read a book since school, so Black History Month would have been at school, and really then time I don't remember us doing it too tough at school.
You know what? Realistically, the time we're in now is Black History. Like,
yeah, we're living it.
Yeah, it's true.
The stuff that, like today, what Fredo and Dave.
Yeah, we're reaching the UK charts officials.
Number one.
I heard Capital Action yesterday boosting that, saying, yeah, help them get to number one. That's man from ends.
Like Calvin Harris and Sam Smith.
Yeah,
and then number one.
That's my blues. It is
like, they done in UK. Like right now, we're making history. Kind of, yeah.
That's a good statement still for Black History Month, you know. Yeah, the black people are winning. We are making history.
Yeah,
that is the truth.
We are making history as well.
And again, that goes back to what we were talking about earlier, like inspiring.
Yeah. And
I'm not trying to just stick to one ethnicity, but it is always what's it? We always is it prejudice? Yeah, get prejudiced.
Yeah.
So that's a very good one there. Still, we are making history right now. So yeah, we have to look back at the people that started it for us. Like, I'm never gonna lie, I've never actually sat down and deep that and respected it as much as you maybe respect it right now. Still, man, you see that the youth, then you have to know your roots. So yeah, man, we're gonna move on to the OTS challenge. But just before I do that, is there any questions you want to ask me yourself? Since you're good with it, still, I know you got some fire in there. Let it go.
Why do you do this? Why do you do this?
That's a quick one. Why? Oh, that's your question. Sorry. Why do I do this? Why? Well, again, here we go, guys. I'm about to make my speech. The reason why I do FGTV, now, I said this to you earlier, I'm very passionate about FGTV. I started it because, again, like yourself, I went through a downfall. Like, 9 to 5, I have responsibilities. Yeah, I was living a certain lifestyle. I knew that lifestyle wasn't for me, but at the same time, people around me were living that lifestyle. So I felt like I was stuck between two lives, whatever, yeah? And then obviously I continued to have more responsibilities, and I got to a stage where I lost my job. I had 2 jobs. I went down to 1 job because the job was that good, lost that job, and I had 3 months of the most ups and downs I've had in my life. Like, the maddest ups and like, everything was just going wrong all at one time. Everything that was going correct just went wrong all at one time. It was mad. One day I sat down, you may laugh, some people might be thinking, well, what's wrong with this you? But I had an epiphany. Like, I was sitting there.
I didn't know that one.
Ask Curtis, ask my girl, ask my family, like my mom and that. Yeah, I had an epiphany. I sit down one day, I was smoking and whatever, and I just sat there and I thought, you know what, I'm going to chase my dreams. I went and bought a GoPro camera, and I said, I'm going to push the fact that, being a young black youth from South East London, a father, you didn't have no GCSEs, didn't have no direction, you thought the road was the only thing for you, and you want to go and chase your dreams now. And that was it. And now I'm here. Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm still pushing to get to my end goal where people start noticing what I'm doing. At the moment, I'm not getting as much recognition as I feel I should be getting for the topic that I'm talking about, because it is a relevant topic. People talk about it behind doors. Do you get what I'm saying? No one talks about it openly. Like, some of the subjects no one wants to talk about are like debts and things like that. People don't know about debts. Like we talked about earlier, parking tickets. That's one of my no, big man, it's not a joke. Right. That was one of my crises.
You know why I'm laughing? Yeah, I got 3 at home still.
But I used to do, I get, like I used to say, I was trying to live a lifestyle. I was living it, but I'm saying I weren't really, like, there's certain things I didn't used to do that certain people I knew were doing, yeah? But I was within that lifestyle. And obviously I was out and about all the time. I was racking up tickets. One point I had like 9, 10 tickets at one time, yeah? So you get what I'm saying? Those are subjects that need to be spoken about and how they can be dealt with. So I feel like once I get to where I need to be, and people start taking it in, they'll understand and the message will be sent. That's why I started FGTV, so I went on. Well, I get passionate about it.
That was an official statement.
No, man, so I get passionate. That's what it's about. The highest person was last week was Jace and Talib. They got 23.5, right? It was 23.5. Because they basically kind of persuaded DST to add an extra song. It was meant to be 20 to beat Rossi Rosh. But now you have to.
I didn't remember that part. But
no, you have to
get to 20.
This is what I'm saying. And there's a bonus round, like there was last week. As I said, you should do music and that, so you're gonna have to do a freestyle if you want to. You don't have to do the bonus round if you don't want to. It could be about what magazine positiveness. Yeah, we've had the rappers on here spitting positiveness. Come on.
First one, yeah.
Are you ready? Yeah, you know that's the first one that came to my head.
And Kanye West, Jay-Z. Watch the film.
You're doing better than me still.
I don't know the name, but I know it's them.
So you did a little bit from the song.
So you did a bit from the song.
And the name.
And the name.
And the name.
But name of the song?
No.
Alright, so so what's the name of the song, DST?
No Church in the Wild.
That's it.
No when?
No Church in the Wild.
No Church in the Wild. You nearly there,
you know. So that's 2. You missed out on the 5 there, the half point. So you only got 2 points, yeah, for that first one.
We're gonna go to the next one.
Oh, where's he? Just played this to me.
Forbidden Fruit, J. Cole and Kendrick.
Yeah.
You got that one still. As soon as he said J. Cole, I remembered still.
Real quick.
Yeah. Real quick.
So
that's 2.5, so you got 4.5 right now. Yeah? You 4.5 and you got 6 more left. Come on, DST, man. We got the next one for him. He's doing quite well. We tried to change it up from last week, you know.
We're gonna vibe people, that's vibe. Hey.
I think I know this one.
They got Jermaine locked in. Hey, they got fixed this.
I don't even know this. This just sounds like a biggie beat. Or Tupac.
I've been in the studio right now, people.
Hey, you don't know.
I don't know this one.
You don't even know the vocals. You don't know the vocals. You give it up. Come on,
you gotta just feel it, just feel the vibe. Feel the vibe.
Nah, let me keep thinking.
The only thing is, yeah, I don't know if I know the name properly. I don't know if it's right.
3, 2.
No?
I don't know.
It's like, this is like that, that's what I know. That's what it is, that one.
Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg. Yeah. It's like this and like that.
I'm sure it doesn't sound like that, fam. That must be a remix, fam.
No. Shall I say that you got bootleg instrumentals, guys? So no points from that one. Ibrahim this time. He's on 4.5, so he did upgrade. I know the artist. The name of the song. I thought you would have done good at this challenge, you know. I'm surprised.
That means I'm
surprised.
So wait for the beat to drop, innit?
You don't know this song?
No, I don't.
Hey, how you done?
I don't know the name, but I know the beat. What's the beat is mad. Hey,
He's got my guy.
this is biased because this is just like high music.
I say what?
Hold up.
No, wait.
I don't smoke, fam.
Man,
Wow. You got definitely smoke that song.
What does that have to do?
You got definitely smoke that song.
no. Man said,
We don't have
this
to know.
what? Man don't smoke weed.
That's a sound bite still.
No. It's not even like people.
You got definitely smoke that song. Have you smoked that song?
No, I wouldn't smoke that song. That'll get me deep in my feelings. Still, the beat's too cool.
Who's that?
The game.
Can we play modern shit, please?
What? This is what I'm saying. We switched it because we thought you would have.
Nah, fam.
No, man, we can't do that, man.
Now, fam.
So you don't even know who that is? Game
I know
and
who
2
the game
Chainz.
is, but nah, man.
Game and 2 Chainz. I don't know the name of the song. What's the name of the song? Early Good Boy. Let's move on to the next one.
So what one is now? This is number 6.
Yeah, number 6, and he's still on 4.5.
This is a bit more modern. You should get this.
Come on. Yeah, you definitely don't listen to this music, bro.
You know this one?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
What the hell? How can I not know this one?
Now I understand why at Cameron's birthday they were telling us songs to play. Because you played all this stuff.
No, it was just me. I made them change it. I made them change it still. You don't know this tune? And this was a big move.
Wow.
I know. I think I do know this song, but I don't know the name.
Don't know the artist. Don't know a bit from it.
Should we try one more?
Yeah, try one.
Should we try one more?
What, one more?
One more try.
No, it's just like
No, you have to guess. How can you not know who?
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
I don't remember the name.
Do you want to give up now, bro?
Yeah, let's
If I said Jeremiah,
Who's that?
Chris Brown. Chris Brown, if you're listening, sorry. Yeah.
And
I'm sorry.
Section.
Yeah.
And Whipping.
Whipping.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That tune wasn't all that, but it was a big move for them still.
These American songs, man. You got
Alright, so we got one.
too much, man.
I don't actually know what he's
But that's what I'm saying.
This is my official statement. I do not know what he's talking about.
I like it. Let's talk about he's blaming it on the smoke. What the hell, bro?
We're giving one last one then, yeah?
Cool.
One last one.
Okay, now you're taking a piss.
Nah. You don't know this one?
Go for discussion.
What?
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, no, shit. Sorry.
Wow, people.
Oh, shit. I wasn't even.
Oh my god.
People are saying
We have it on camera. Wow.
Wow. Cool. I don't even know what it's on. It's Drake and Gibbs.
No, I'm finished.
I know the song, I just don't know what the name is.
Oh my god.
What's this song called?
Try to think some of the words. The flow.
Hey, fuck this game, bro.
We got here in the building, people.
Bruv, yeah, the first person to me say, yo, fuck the LTS channel.
This game, bro.
Say, hella pressure. Yeah,
You basically tapped out.
No,
We basically turned into Ric Flair, figure folding next
no, this song, this song, for the whole of, like, before summer was getting banged on.
Yeah.
Even wine
was
has just gone.
locked off, like, man said whipping excursion.
Whipping excursion today.
Okay. That's what I'm saying.
I had to.
What's that song actually called again?
I don't know.
KT.
Oh yeah.
I just saw version, fam. Where did you get that from? Like, that's a bit the same tempo beat though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gigs, isn't it?
You said it hella cancel, you did it hella cancel.
What's this? Kendrick. Humble. To go for the chorus. Humble.
No, I didn't do a chorus. No,
What do you mean?
I didn't hear you do that. No, man. Let them hear you, man. Be humble.
Sit down. Be humble.
Give him that one. Give him that
Shit.
He's hated because he didn't do that well. He came to the end of the challenge. He came to the end of the challenge with what? That's 5 plus 2. That's 7.
Quick maths.
No, that was.
At least he's on the lead. He's on the board. He's on the board, so you can be proud about it.
On the board, holding that button.
What do I have to do?
Just be free, innit?
Okay.
You get the point, or you get the 5 points automatically, innit?
5 points.
Yeah, as soon as you don't insurance stars, you can just do your team. That's your 5 points.
I think it should be, if I go hard, it should be like 20.
Oh, wow.
I can't give you the modifier.
Reaching.
No. We can give you what if
Michael Jordan Space Jam. Reaching.
We can give you 1 point, innit?
Alright, cool.
We can give you 1 extra point if you get them. If you get two more fires, innit? Be harsh, fam. Be harsh. Yeah? With your more fires. Yeah?
Alright. Keep throwing me subjects and I'll bring them in.
Oh, you want subjects? Alright, cool.
What should I start with?
Man's gonna start throwing banter, potatoes.
Potatoes, yeah.
No, not even potatoes, these Max Crisps.
Max Crisps.
Paprika. Remember they used to be in the vending machine? They used to bang.
Let me get my papoose on. But this is grind, fam.
Yeah, fam.
I thought it was gonna be rap.
I'm grind fam. Look at this cuz. Come on. You're not gonna give it to you easy. What you mean?
This is fast. Okay, I'm not doing the freestyle. No, I'm not doing subjects. No, I'll play it.
You did.
I'm not doing subjects, that's challenge. But then allow this, you can go.
Give me some volume, let me tell you that, please. Let me give me some volume.
Don't expect to know.
Yeah, you have to put your vocals there.
Hey, she's so much pressure.
It's not that easy, is it?
I swear I'll just do buzz.
You have to spit buzz, bro. You're gonna get the 5 points for free, you know?
He's thinking hard, talking I put something hard in your march. When it sound cold like Argan darts. Flows, yeah, but you ain't master darts or master dart. Now they wanna learn the craft of hurdy god. You ain't worth the what, and I gotta cut a sound. Come from a place that was like your new buff wife, he's got around. Top down with the kids in the mouth. Watch how we put the milk in the cow. Got my old girl and she looking like wow. Got a new flow and I'm wondering how. Now I'm sounding, check my sounding. Fellas be like I sing, I don't like him. It can get peed like a mountain. Pad in my pocket for you girl that I'm pounding. Why I'm sick, I don't know why they're doubting. Never like 1,000, fellas wanna know how I spray up the scene like a fountain. I spray up the scene in a mountain. On to the next one, hype with a Vectron. Niggas got on to the vest on. Best for the tune we can dance. If that I ain't making shit we can dance. Fellas better know what they're on. Fellas got guns. Fellas mate, fellas wanna run. Oh yeah. Feels like I ain't done shit. Oh yeah. I'ma come back new tunes. Oh yeah.
That is so fast, man. That's how you know I haven't got spat in time. That was so bloody fast. Oh my god. That was so fast.
And what you forgot about the more fire, he deserves a little more fire than skin. He deserves a little more.
That's like 10 marks.
Nah. You have to drop again because it took a while to start.
That beat was too fast, man.
What tempo? You don't know about the BPMs and that. Tell them, man.
That's one of those beats you listen to, though, man.
Those are the ones. When I heard this instrumental, I was spitting bars straight away. Aggressive things like man was grind.
Nah.
Like man was out
it doesn't give enough space to split.
Like in between.
Like
the change up.
No, because the instrument, like you could play that instrumental and it could go off by itself without anyone speaking on it. Because it hasn't got better space.
Yeah.
It's
so,
like
that's what I'm saying. Because as soon as I came on, man was getting amped. Just man got bars. That's how we're gonna end that one, innit? That's how we're gonna end that one. Sit down, deep that one, take it in. Make sure you check out Romaine Dixon's interview. That's up today. Make sure you check out her latest single as well. That's No Love.
No Love on YouTube.
We played that little snippet a couple of weeks ago. I'm about to sign out as well. Yeah? I'm about to sign out tonight, guys. Thank you for listening. DJ DST is gonna take over. You're coming with a mix. You may hear me interrupt a couple times if he plays my tunes tonight. But yeah, man, make sure you go check out the latest interview on my Instagram page. That is at Farda Gee _ FGTV. Love, man.
Sweet one.
You man threw me off, fam. No, because after the weed thing, man did not know what to say, fam.
After what?
The weed thing, man just killed it with the weed thing, fam.
Straight off that one.